20s. Now, again, we did see some freezing temperatures about 3-4 weeks ago, right before Thanksgiving, and it was just 1 or 2 spots here and there, so it's a little bit more widespread. And obviously, we're still going to continue to cool down for the next couple of hours until the sun comes up. And there's also a slight bit of a wind chill to deal with right now. So 31 here in town. You get a little bit of a breeze. It stirs up the atmosphere. Where there's no wind, that allows the heavier, cooler air to sink down to the surface. And then we've also got some very clear skies. Yesterday, of course, we did have a few of those clouds kind of left over. And there's the very dry air upstairs in the atmosphere. It is going to be a spectacular day today. Get out and enjoy it with a jacket. The humidity is going to stay low all day long. Then it's going to start to kind of come up a little bit. Still, it's going to be comfortable. Nice start tomorrow. It's going to be on the cool side. Not as cold tomorrow morning. But then look what happens during the day tomorrow. All of a sudden, here comes the humidity, and that's going to also help out with some cloud cover. And once the humidity starts to come back in here, it is going to be sticking around all the way through most all of next week. But it's a similar situation to what we had this past week, where we started off very cold, humidity came in here, temperatures went up, and then we had another front move on through. Here's a satellite picture right now. Obviously, there's nothing going on. Finally, that huge front, that's the one front right there that moved off the eastern seaboard. That's the one that produced all those deadly tornadoes a couple of days ago, brought in our colder air as well. And then upstream, all of this is going to be staying pretty much up to the north of us. But we will have a lot of clouds around here this weekend as things do heat up and get a lot more humid. So at noon today, 55 degrees, so still jacket weather. You could keep a jacket handy all day long. 62, that's it. We'll actually be a couple of degrees below normal. A fantastic day tomorrow. Nice start. Tomorrow's actually going to be kind of a normal day. Mid-40s, mid-60s. This morning I'm going for 32. I think we'll touch it here in town, just barely. And then look at the difference there. Low temperatures by Tuesday morning are going to be what the high temperature is today. Staying in the 60s, a lot of humidity around here, a lot of clouds all week long. 1 or 2 little showers Thursday, Friday. And then another cold front, timing just in time for the weekend. Different with this one, though. We are going to be seeing temperatures that will, once again, drop down throughout the day, but at least we get a chance at some rain by Thursday and Friday. A couple of showers here, and I mean, even Tuesday, Wednesday. A little fog, maybe a little mist in the morning, kind of, those sort of mornings. But then better rain chance, it looks like, by Saturday, which would be nice to see.
Thank you, Mother Ginger. For anyone, Mike is playing Mother Ginger tonight at the Nutcracker at the Tobin Center.
This afternoon. It's a matinee.
That went way over my head. I was like, I have no idea.
This is Ballet San Antonio, last weekend and this weekend, been having the Nutcracker, and once 6th time, I get to play Mother Ginger this afternoon. So
very good.
You got to put pictures up.
So, okay. Yeah. Actually, there was one on the SA Live Instagram page from a couple of years ago.
That's all right. You can put pictures up. Yeah. We have a long newscast. Time now, 6:19, 37 degrees out.
Well, a CEO is rethinking the way he let go a large part of his workforce. The details straight ahead.
And go Spurs, go. Hosted the Denver Nuggets last night. I'll tell you what happened. Good morning, welcome back, and go Spurs, go. Silver Black taking the court last night, and to the delight of fans in the stands, Keldon Johnson back in the lineup. Remember, he missed the game with a sprained ankle. Johnson getting going, knocked down his first shot, a 3 from the wing. Ankle looked pretty good here. Catch and shoot, boom, from the left. Spurs within 5. Then late in the first, Devin Vassell. Wait for it, we got one more from Keldon. Love it. Look at that, looking smooth. That Olympic practice working out pretty well. Here it is, Devin Vassell, top of the arc. Second quarter, Nuggets jumped out to a 13-point lead. Johnson nailed another 3, keeping the game within reach. Denver dropped 44 in the second quarter alone, and what we saw right there, Monte Morris hit a 3 at the buzzer. Spurs down 16 going into half, so let's go to the second half. The Nuggets came out in the third quarter determined to finish off the Spurs. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP, he was raining threes. Denver up 23, putting that Spurs defense to work. Jokic to Aaron Gordon. Back to Jokic, slam 20-0 run Denver. We'll go up 30. Pop puts all in fresh bodies. 4 minutes in the third. Denver would lead by 29 going to the fourth. Bryn Forbes sighting beyond the arc, and the Spurs go on a 13-0 run. Forbes get blocks, but we got the putback. Thad Young, little playground action. Get Denver the bucket, but at the end of the day, the Spurs Just really couldn't get things going, and the Nuggets win big. 127 to 112, but it is a long season. We talk about it, and they're still in the playoff hunt. So there you go. Remember, 10 teams technically make the postseason. Up next for the Silver and Black, New Orleans Pelicans, who have been pretty atrocious this season. I don't even feel bad saying that. That game tonight, AT&T Center, tip-off set for 6 p.m. And big news for the Pelicans, if you're a Pelicans fan or just a Spurs fan, want some optimism, Zion Williamson had a setback, so he's not going to be playing.
All right, Spurs.
Go Spurs,
Let's go.
1-0. That's what we got.
Okay.
6:24, 37 degrees out.
All right, what a CEO did after publicly firing a large number of employees right before the holidays. Okay, sometimes you just can't get a do-over. That's the case for a CEO who fired 900 employees over a Zoom 3-minute meeting.
Right before the holidays, so we're just going to call him a Grinch today. He is now taking a leave, effective immediately. Vishal Garg oversees his workforce at Better.com. Without notice in a virtual meeting just before the holidays, he fired 9% of his entire workforce. The board of directors of the online mortgage company, they responded by announcing that the CEO is now taking time off. After the CEO's abrupt dismissal of hundreds and hundreds of employees, 3 of the company's top communications executives, they resigned in protest. Now, the CEO later apologized for his lack of respect for the people he laid off, saying he made a difficult situation worse. That's a tough apology to accept. Either way, wishing those 900 employees a happy holidays.
Gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
Time now, 6:28, 37 degrees out.
The world of college football has named this year's Heisman Trophy winner.
All right, and right before the holidays, COVID cases on the rise. Just ahead on GMSA, how hospitals are now responding.
I need these gift cards to get rid of a computer virus.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. 6:32 this cold Sunday morning, December 12th. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get to Mike, I want to talk about the dog that you brought in.
Oh, yeah. So if you have a dog, keep them warm because I saw a stray on my street. I couldn't bear leaving it outside. Hopefully the Humane Society is taking it on Monday, but I had to bring it in to keep it warm, Mike, because 30, it was the low 30s overnight, pets out there.
Well, in the hill country, we're down in the 20s right now, and just because, say, out at the airport, it says that it may be at 37, 36 degrees, something like that. In your backyard, it could be a lot colder, and it doesn't have to be freezing for those animals to be suffering out there. So, yeah. Tomorrow's going to be another very cold morning. It's not going to be as cold, but obviously keep an eye on the pets out there. 35 right now, dew points at 27, so very dry air. And as you can see in the background there, that we've got a beautiful sunrise in store. Great start. And then temperatures not going to be that hot today. 60 at 3 o'clock, and then we'll top off right around 62 degrees later on this afternoon. So we're actually going to be just a couple of degrees below normal. The aquifer went down 0.4 of a foot, and allergens, mountain cedars on the high side thanks to all those breezy conditions that we had Friday night into yesterday, and then mold is on the moderate side. We do have freeze warnings in effect for most all of the area. Actually, this warning area was expanded earlier this morning. It didn't cover, or actually covered most of the hill country. But then a lot right along 35, including Bear County, and then down in toward Uvalde and Eagle Pass, those counties were added. So again, in effect up until 8 o'clock this morning. Mid-20s in the hill country, 35 in town, 33 right now at Randolph. A little bit of a breeze. Now, that prevents the air temperature from maybe getting as cold as it could, but of course then we've got a wind chill to deal with. So it feels like 28 at Bernie Stage, 31 at the airport, and 29 at Randolph, and clear, very cold, gorgeous day today. Just a fantastic fall day. We're going to have lots of sunshine out there, low 60s. But this week, kind of a repeat of what we had last week. Remember, it was kind of cool on starting off, and then heated up. Humidity came back in here. We're going to have a lot of clouds all week long. Another front then, right in time for the weekend. Looks like Friday night, early Saturday. This one looks like it will be squeezing out some rain, so that's some good news. Details on that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Sarah, Max?
Thank you, Mike. As people across the country look ahead to Christmas, health experts are looking at the growing number of COVID cases since the Thanksgiving holiday. And these health officials believe that much of the U.S. is actually in the midst of a post-Thanksgiving winter COVID surge.
So some hospitals are yet again at capacity. ABC's Karina Mitchell reports.